Hello everyone, welcome to Jewels For You tutorials. My name is Leticia and I'm the owner and designer of Jewels For You. Today I'm very happy to be back after what seemed to me like a very long time being away. I was having issues with my camcorder. It was a mini disc camcorder, and when I would change it to the format that is needed to upload my videos to this channel, it stutters and it gets stuck. And I'm not an expert in video. I'm more of a photographer, so I don't have much help either. So I did my best. I couldn't get it to work well, so the camera won, and I retired it. I gave it back to its rightful owner, and he was very happy to have it back, especially when I said I'm never going to use it again. Not exactly with those kind words, but anyway, he was very happy to have it back. Now I'm using this camcorder. They told me this one is mine. They told me that it would do the job that I wanted it for, so let's hope it does. And today I also want to make a small pause in the series that I began about beaded clasps, because I received a request from one of my subscribers. She goes by my Bambi77, and she liked this ring that I used in one of my video tutorials, the first ones I think I made, and she liked it very much. And there you go. And it's really a very easy ring to make. All you need to have is the component, which is this one. It has 2 rows with 5 loops on each row, 5 ring loops on each row, and there's different ring components that you can get at your local craft shop or your favorite bead store where you buy your supplies. I think you can get them online as well. If you can't get it anywhere, or if you have a hard time getting it, you can always go to my website, www.joolz4u, that's JOOLZ dash the number 4 dash the letter U, and it's .net. It's not .com, it's .net. And I sell these, I think they're 95 cents, and if you order 10 or less, the shipping is free. And of course I also have these other ring components. This one has loops in the center. This one is better. It has loops in the center, and you can just add dangles to it. Something like this. You can make something like this. It's a real fun. This is a really old one, and actually if you look at it really well, like from here, from this angle, you can see that it's similar to this one. Now all these rings are adjustable. You can see that in the back they have these, you know, you can open them or close them so that they can adjust to your ring size. I don't know if there's a limit to the ring size, but they can adjust to your ring size. And there's another one, this one. It has 2, 4, 6, 7 loops. That this ring, I like this one, this ring component, because you can use thread just like this one, that we're going to use today. And you can either use wire. You can use each individual bead can have like a loop on it, and you can just add them and they will be like dangling around. Or you can use it with needle and thread, and you can just sew your way through them and make a ring, something similar to this. If I turn this ring around, you can see that it has a square component. I mean, it's square right there, but you can also see that it has, some things here, some where it indicates where the loops are, just like in this one. So I just wanted to show you the different ring components. There must be more, I'm sure, but these are the ones that I use most to make rings, and you can find them on my website. Like I said, they're 95 cents each, and if you buy 10 or less, I'll ship them to you for free. Now today we're going to use this ring component to make our ring, this one, and we're going to use 6 by 3 millimeter rondelles. Now rondelles, I have told you that they are flat on the center. They're not completely round, they're oval shaped sort of, because they're flat on the top and they're flat on the bottom where the hole is. But they have a lot of facets, they have a lot of little cuts, so they shine a lot. They're very shiny. These are opaque white. The ones in the middle, we're only going to use 3, and they're purple iridescent. That means they have an AB finish. AB means Aurora Borealis, and we know the Aurora Borealis has like a lot of colors. That's why when the light catches them, they shine in different colors. And I used for the ring, you're going to use 23 millimeter rounds. Now the ones I used for this ring in particular are silver Tibetan beads. I bought them on eBay a long time ago, and I don't remember the seller. I couldn't find the invoice. I bought so much stuff on the internet. I always buy so much stuff on the internet. So I don't know who the seller is. I'm sure that if you search for them, you might find someone that sells them, because these in particular have, oops, I think I dropped it. Yes. Okay, let me show you. They have like little striations, which makes them very pretty. And okay, so I'm gonna be missing one. I think it fell to the floor, so I'm gonna have to look for it. If you don't have those silver ones, then I found that the number 6 seed beads are similar in size to the 3 millimeters. So if you want, you can use size 6 seed beads, and I guess they'll do the job pretty well. This is a dark, like gunmetal color. You can buy shinier silver ones. I bought these at our local craft shop. Actually, it was a convenience store, very big convenience store, and they sell them for $1.50. Would you believe it? Yeah, they sell all these for $1.50. So I always go there and buy myself a whole bunch of them. All sizes. They usually have only size 6 and size 11s. So since I use them a lot, I buy them. All kinds of colors. They're really pretty. So let's begin. Oh, we're also going to use, of course, our Fireline, our size 10 or 12 needle, beading needle, and we're going to use some thread conditioner if you want. I have told you before that if we use a conditioner when we're using these kind of glass beads, it's very convenient because it helps our thread to be less breakable. You know, like it protects it. It gives it a silicone protecting it protects them with a silicone covering, and it makes it less prone to breakage, or actually tear. So we're going to take let's begin. We're going to take our ring component, and let me zoom in so you can see better what I'm going to do. We're going to take our ring component, and as you can see, it has 5 rings on either side. We're going to take whichever side you want. We're going to pass our needle through the middle ring 2 times. You don't have to leave such a long tail, just pass it through 2 times, and then we're going to make we're going to make 2 good knots on it, so that we can make sure that it's going to stay there. It's not going to go anywhere. Okay, the first knot is just a simple knot, and then the second knot is going to be a double knot. There. There. Okay, we're going to pull on it. It's pretty. It's there. So after that, we're going to move our needle to either side of where we made the knot. It doesn't matter. We can go this way, we can go the other way. We're just going to go through the 2 remaining loops, and that's it. This is the order in which we're going to thread our beads. We're going to take a white, a silver, we're going to use them like if they were spacers, a purple, a silver, and a white. We're going to let them drop on our thread. Drop, 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 drop. There. So there we have white, silver, purple, silver, white. And we're going to pass them over the rings to the other side, and we're going to bring our needle back through all the 5 loops where we started. Okay, so when we pull, there we have our first row. This ring is so easy, it's amazing. Okay, so we're coming out of this loop. We're going to string one more time. 1 white, 1 silver, 1 purple, 1 silver, and another white. Let them drop. There. Let them drop, and then we're going to pull our thread to the other side and loop back on the side where this string is coming from. We're going to loop back, sew it back through the 5 rings. Make sure you go through all 5 of them. Don't skip one. Okay, so here we go. There, just like that. And this tail is getting in my way. Let me just pull it out. It's getting a little annoying. Okay, there. We have two rows. Now, what we're going to do is through this one that we just made, we're coming out on the side. We're going to sew back through it. We're going to thread right back through all the beads, because we're going to use that row again, that row of rings, the loop rings, metallic rings on the ring component. We're going to use it again because we need 3 rows in the ring and we only have 2 rows in the ring component. So to make sure that this does not come apart, we're just going to sew back. We're just going to thread back through all these rings and pull. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go back through all the rings without, you know, putting any beads on them, on it. We're going to go back just with the thread to the other side. Just like that. And now we're going to thread our last set of beads. A white, a silver, the purple, silver, and the white. And here we have our last row that we're going to add to our ring. Let it drop on the string, on our thread, and then we're going to cross over to the other side without looping through our rings yet. And now we're going to loop through our rings. We're going to go through all our rings one last time. Like I said before, make sure you go through all your rings. And that you don't miss one. It's very easy to miss one. So, here we go. Now we have all three of our all three rows of our ring there. Okay, and now we're going to bring them together. The first thing we're going to do is we're coming out from this loop right here, and so we're going to go into the bead that is closest to it, which is the bottom bead. We're going to go through the white bead and the silver bead right next to it. We're going to pick up a silver bead. Hold on, let me just bring him into focus. Let's see. Okay, we're going to pick up a silver bead and we're coming out from this silver bead. So we're going to go into the silver bead on top of it in the middle row. We're going to go through it. Why am I having problems going through it? It's not supposed to be tight. Okay, there. And we pull. So we have brought those three beads together. We're going to take another silver bead, and this time we're going to go down through this bead on the bottom, going the opposite side towards the center. And there we have our first cluster of 4 beads. Okay, now we're going to pass to the other side, and for that we're going to use this purple bead, the purple rondelle. We're going to go through it to the other side and go through the purple bead as well. The silver, I'm sorry, the silver 3mm as well. So we're going to pull, we're going to pick up a silver bead and go through the top one again, the one in the middle row. Just the silver bead. Don't go through the rondelle. And pull. There. So we have our 3 beads together. We're going to pick up another silver and go through the bottom one towards the outside of the ring. Pull, and here we have another cluster of beads. We're coming out from this silver bead, and we have this white one right next to it. So we're going to go through the white one, we're going to go through the white. Now we're on the outside of the ring. We're going to go back through this white one in the middle row, and through the silver one. Okay. We're going to pick up another silver bead, another silver 3mm, and go through the bottom one towards the outside of the ring, because we got to bring them together. There. Okay. And now we have the 3. We pick up another one and we go through the top one in the middle row, and there we have completed the 2 clusters on one side. Now we're coming out from this silver bead right here, and we can see that we have a rondelle right next to it. So we're going to go through the rondelle and the silver bead right next to it. That will take us to the other side. Now we have to finish this cluster right here in this space. So we pick up another 3mm, and we're going to go through the bottom one towards the center of the ring, and we have our 3 beads there. We pick up another 3mm, and we last go through our top one right here towards the outside of the ring. Hold on, got caught in the scissors. There. So now we have our 4 clusters. We have our 4 clusters in our ring. Our thread is coming out through the center, the silver bead in the center row, and there's a white one right next to it. So we're going to go through the white bead towards the outside of the ring, and now we're going to embellish the sides. As you can see on this one, I have 2 beads on this side and I have 2 beads on the other side. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to pick up another 3mm, We're going to pick up a 3 millimeter. We're coming out from this bead in the center. This bead in the center. You can go either way. You can go towards this side or you can go towards the top. It doesn't really matter. So we're going to go through the top one. Just pull, and then we're going to go through all the beads in that row. Go through the silver, the purple rondelle. Sometimes I can't see anything. Where is it? There, the purple rondelle, the silver, I'm sorry, and the white on the other side. Okay, now we're coming through the other side. We're coming out of the other side of the ring. We're coming out of the other side of the ring. We pick up another 3 millimeter. And we go through the center bead. The center bead. We're going to go through the center bead right there. And we're going to do the same. We're going to go through all the beads in that row. We have our bead placed right here. Right here, and we're going to go through all the beads in that row. The silver, the rondelle, the other silver, come on, okay, I'm coming out through the last bead in the center row. Okay, now we're going to put in the last silver bead. No, I'm sorry, the second to last. We still have to do the other side. Okay, we're coming out from this center bead, and then we're going to go through the last bead on the bottom row. And now we have the two beads, the two embellishment beads on this side. We're going to go through all the beads on the bottom row. Coming out from the white bead. This is the last one. Okay, and we pick up the last silver bead, and we go through the middle white bead again. Now, as you can see, we have been going through this middle row quite a number of times, so you might have a few issues going through all the beads again. You shouldn't really, because they're big beads and the holes aren't really that small. You should worry a little more when if you make this ring with pearls. Then you do have a harder time going through all the beads again. So I'll be back as soon as I go through all the beads. Okay, so I have finished going through all the center beads, and I'm coming out from this center white bead. Now what you are going to do is that you're going to go through all your beads again. I really don't like to make knots, but here's where you can start making like half hitch knots. Like right here, you can make a half hitch knot, and as you pull it, it's going to go right into this silver bead, the 3mm, after you pull it through. Just go through all your beads. The path that you follow doesn't necessarily have to be the same one I'm doing. You can go through whichever path you want to. It doesn't really matter as long as you go like zigzagging. The more you zigzag through your ring, the bigger the possibility that you won't have to make as many knots, because the ring, the thread itself will take care of the fact that, you know, you don't have to. Because by zigzagging, you sort of make sure that the thread goes through so many times through all the beads that it's a little bit difficult to, you know, for it to unravel inside the ring. So after you have done that, after you have gone several times through your beads and all that, you can actually cut the thread and your ring will be ready. So here I'm getting ready just to cut the thread. I'm just gonna make one more half hitch knot right here, and that'll be it. One more half hitch knot. Come on. Came back. Okay. Okay, so here I'm going to cut my ring. Cut my thread. And I'm going to cut the tail as well. And there you have your beautiful ring. Isn't it beautiful? It's just like gorgeous. Okay, here's a little tail right here. We can cut that one. My scissors aren't all that great, so I'll just hide it a little for now. There you have your ring. It's really beautiful. You can wear it, and I do give you a recommendation. Don't get it wet. These Tibetan beads aren't, I think they're not really silver. They're just covered in silver. They're I don't know what you call that, but they're already starting to wear out. Like you can see in this one, it's beginning to turn copper. Like I said, if you can't find these, just get yourself these size 6/0 the size 6/0 silver colored seed beads, and they'll do the job. They'll do the job just right. They're the same size. So happy beading. I hope you like this project. If you have any more suggestions, if you see anything else that you like on my videos, I'll be more than glad to make a pause and you know, show you the tutorial for that, whatever it is. It could be a bracelet, a ring. That's mostly what you can see, because I always just use my hand. videotape my hands. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this project. I hope your ring comes out as beautiful as this one, and I'll see you next time. Bye.